In Proverbs 17:22, King Solomon said, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." That's the New International Version. Laughter is a universal language to which all of us can relate to. And because I'm of African American descent and I love to laugh, I will share a humorous slavery story with you. Of course, we all know that slavery was a tragic event in American history, but this story kind of softens that occurrence. So from the book, The People Could Fly, American Black Folktales by Virginia Hamilton, I will read how Nehemiah got free. In slavery times, there were smart slaves, and they did most of what they wanted to do just by using their wits. Hanging around the big house, they kept the slave owners laughing. They had to bow and scrape some, but they often were able to draw the least hardest task. Nehemiah, he was one of those, and he believed that if he was going to be a slave, he had best to be a smart one. No one was calling themselves master of Nehemiah who was ever going to make him work hard for nothing. So Nehemiah, he always had a funny lie to tell, or he made some laughing remark whenever the so-called master had a question or a scolding for him. Nehemiah was always moving from one plantation to another plantation to another plantation. For as soon as the slave owner realized what Nehemiah was doing, he was outwitting him. He sold Nehemiah just as quick as he could to another slave owner. So one day, the man known as the most cruelest slave owner in that part of the South heard about Nehemiah. "Oh, I bet I'd make that slave do what I tell him," the slave owner said, and he went to Nehemiah's owner and he bargained for him. Nehemiah's new owner was Mr. Warden, and he told Nehemiah, "I bought you, and now tomorrow you're going to go and work for me over there in my plantation, and you're going to pick 400 pounds of cotton a day." "Well, master," Nehemiah said, "that's all right as far as it goes, but if I make you laugh, would you let me have tomorrow off?" "Well," said Mr. Warden, who had never been known to laugh, "if you make me laugh, I won't only let you have tomorrow off, I'm going to give you your freedom papers right here and there." "Well, master, you sure a good-looking man," said Nehemiah. "I'm sorry I can't say the same about you, Nehemiah," answered his slave owner. "Ah, yes you could, master. Yes you could," Nehemiah said, laughing. "You could if you told just as big a laugh I just did." Mr. Ward threw his head back and he laughed. It was a long, loud bellow. He laughed before he even knew that he had laughed. But true is true and facts are facts. And that's how Nehemiah got his freedom. So I just shared with you a humorous slavery story, and it is clear that we can find humor in our most horrific circumstances. So as I close, I'll leave you with this question, this challenge, or even food for thought. When was the last time you laughed until your sides hurt? You should try it. It's good for your heart. But consider the alternative, dried up bones. Thank you.
Ooh.
Larry, don't do them sounds.